Namaskar. In EPG Pathshala, the paper Web Application Development using PHP, I welcome all of you. I am Dr. Hiren Joshi. In my today's topic, I am going to deliver a session about HTML images, hyperlink and table. In the last session, I have covered about what is web application development, the softwares required to develop web applications, and introduction about HTML. So in the crash course of HTML, we have last session considered what are tags, what is attributes, how to create HTML page, and we create some page using some of these basic tags. Let's start with newer point. So in HTML allows you to create some physical character set also. Let's say for example, let me create one new file again to start my HTML. So I will open Notepad, and into this Notepad I again create my HTML code I am typing. So I will type HTML and closing and opening tag, then body and slash body. Then I can write this is for typing bold, you can use B tag, bold, and to close slash B, this is bold, while you can use I for italic. So this is, you can write between the opening and closing I, and you can use U for underline slash U. You can use more than one tag within this one. Say for example, you can write this is bold, italic and underline. I will write bold and write slash B slash U. Nesting must be proper. Then I have to write slash I to close the italic and slash B to close bold. Let me save this file, save as. Let me create my second session. So I will give it the two lecture, and I first bold.html, or I write build italic and underline dot HTML and save as HTML. So I will select as a all files. So I save this one. Let me open it onto my browser. So I open Firefox, open from second lecture one bold, italic, underline. So you can look at here, it will be bold, italic is italic, and underline is underline, and this will be displayed as a bold, italic and underline. Same way you can use some of the logical character like strong, keyboard, citation, code emphasis, etc. Right? Now let's move to the image. So to put any images, HTML provide img tag, short for images. It will be take source attribute, written as a src is a required attributes. Then all others are optional. You can provide width and height within the image. So let us write one example using image. So let me create one new file again. I just copy paste that code, so my code writing will become minimum. So I create new file, and inside that image I will write, let's say h1 image demo slash h1. Now I write some text. This is beautiful garden, right? Now I use one image tag. So I write image source is equal to, I have to write that source. So as you know that I have created on my desktop HTML folder, in that images folder, into that various folder. So I have to type source is images slash garden dot jpg. Let me save this file, save as. I give this one as a name as a to img.html. So I save this one. Let me open this file to view the image. So the path has a problem, that's why it will not display it. So it is always good idea to use alter attribute. So I can use alt attribute is equal to, I write garden, file, save. So now I reload it. So it will be, instead of displaying that type of image, it will display this because I provide alter attribute. The thing is that my folder is on the location is on the desktop. I have created folder name HTML, inside HTML 2, and I save this file inside 2. So I have to use here parent directory. That's why I have to provide this relative path. This is called path. It can be absolute or relative. So here I provide relative path. Now I save this and let me run it. So you can see here, now it will be display the image of this garden, and look at here, this is beautiful written as the bottom of this images, right? You can also define width and height as a size of that by pixels. Say for example, I make this image width and height of 200 pixel. Of course it is not necessary the width and height is equal, but to demonstrate example I will make it same. So now it will be look like this one. You can also use attributes called align is equal to, let me write left. So the image is on the which side of your browser and text is where you can see it. That image is on the left side alignment to your browser and the text will be written there. If you write align is equal to right, then the image will be right aligned to the browser. So these are the various alignment attribute. You can right, left, right, center or middle. Let me save it and show you that. If you make it center, then it will be center and the text will be also in the center. You can check for top, bottom or middle also, because there are various alignment option available. Let me use top and click on save. So let me check. So look at this. This text is on the top of align with your image, and the width and height can be in percentage also. Say for example by pixel, or you can write width will be 120% and height is, let's say, 150% of original images. So you just save this, and when you check it, so you can see the width will be increased and height will be this. Or if I take the original width and height and provide no any alignment, or alignment is, let me say, left, by default I will take left, and then you can check. So it will be shown as this. The content you have written is on the left of your this one. You can check very well by writing again. I will just type the same thing again. This is beautiful garden, so I make copy paste with br tag and I just make copy paste, so you get idea much better about alignment. So save this file and just once again check it by reload it. So you can see that will be written at is it here. So this is all about images. So these are the, you can provide this alignment as a left, right, top, bottom or middle, and this is the same thing I have considered here. Now another point is hyperlink. So HTML provides to link one page to another page. This is called hyperlink. You have used if you are using internet. So when you move your cursor, so the cursor will be changed from a pointing figure, that will be actually hyperlink. So you can provide a hyperlink also. So to give demonstrate, let me create another file here. Say we have this image file is available, and let me edit here. I just make the image size is smaller, so you get better idea to use this hyperlink. Let me write width is 200 pixel, and okay, let me create new file. So that's why I just copy paste and give you better demo. Of course I can use this image also, but to give idea about that tag, I just copy this one, create new file, just save it, paste it, and here I say hyperlink demo. So here I say click here to go to, and the file we have already created, name of that file is img, to img. So I will write a for anchor tag. Hyperlink reference is the file name in our that folder is to img.html. So I have to write to one space img.html, and I right click here to go to img or image file. Here you can write any text file and /a. Then this is right now I don't require anything of that, so I just delete this. Let me save this file, save as, give this file as a name as a 3 and anchor.html for a tag. So I save this one. Now let me open this file, open anchor. So if you look at here, it will be, look at here, the cursor is changing from arrow to a finger. So when you click on image file, it will be moved to image file. Now this file hasn't any hyperlink. If this file has also hyperlink, let me change it here. Let me open this file, open, and open my second file and change its width and height with 200 and height is also 200, and then I have to provide, or let me write, align is not left, but let me write bottom so it will be easily visible, and then I again can write go to, and let me write a h reference is equal to the file name I create is third anchor.html /a. Save this file because the name is correct, that I have to make sure third, and it is anchor.html. So now you can move from one page to another page. If I click anchor, I can move to this third.anchor.html. If I click on image file, I can move to that anchor file. So this is, I provide hyperlink to both of it. Now as I say in body tag, look at the by default color of this is blue. If you would like to change it, you have to type into in body tag. You can write body, there are link option available. V-link means visited link, or simply you can write link is equal to, let's say, red, visited link is say green, and active link, okay, I write active link as a green, and visited link as, let's say, yellow. In 2.image file, I save this one. Let me check this one. Go to, so look at here, anchor becomes red because I say link is red. So color of that link is red. When you click onto it, just look at here, it will become green. And in image file, once it is come, so it will be red and green. As it is, I take visited, it will not convert it to yellow. But this is the way you can provide that type of link into it. So these are the colors that you can provide to hyperlinks. So this is hyperlink. You can provide image as also hyperlink. Let's say, for example, I would like to provide this image as a hyperlink. So I just make copy of this one and let me type one code br, or let me write h1 image as hyperlink /h1. Now I can type a, and I will type, first I have to type image source is equal to the same tag here, So I paste it. Now I make its width and height not 200, but let me make it say 50-50, because I just want to demonstrate how you can use image as a hyperlink. And here you can use a h reference is equal to, again I have to write the file I've created is 3.anchor.html. in that image slash a. For image closing you can also use image, or you can close it here, or otherwise it is optional. Let me save this file. This is 2. So look at here image is as a hyperlink. When you click onto it, again it will be go to the 3anchor.html. So you can use image as a hyperlink as well as any text as a hyperlink, and it is one of the features. That's why HTML become very popular, because you can move one page to another page using this hyperlink. Now providing this hyperlink, there is another good feature is known as a bookmark. It is very similar as we put bookmark in our physical book, because to remember in what pages you are using a bookmark. So in the same manner, HTML provide bookmarks that you can move from within that web pages for particular portion. So to give idea about bookmark, let me open one of this bookmark that I have created. Look at here. Let me show you first what I have created. I have created notepad one file called chapter 1, and that I write chapter 1, then I write a name to provide reference, write topic 1, and then topic 1, it can be any content, but for demonstration purpose I use only br tag. Then a name is topic 2 and multiple times br, same way name is, and topic 4, topic 5. So these are various topic. If we look at chapter 1 in our browser Firefox, so you can see there is a chapter 1, topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4 and topic 5 only. Now here I create one file called h1. In h1 I have write this is h1.html, h reference go to html, so it is very similar to hyperlink. But in h2 I will write that this is h2.html and h reference is section and section 1. So I use hash here before that giving name, because in the same file I use that naming convention. So I use hash section 1, and then I write name is equal to section 1, then again br, name is section 2. Same way I define here. So let me open this file h2.html. So look at here, there I provide section 1, but this section is in which file? In the same file, HTML file, section 2, etc. So when I click on section 1, it will be directly moved to the section 1 because it is my bookmark. I haven't created bookmark for section 2. In case I created, as I written like this, when I provide here a h reference is under hashtag section 2, then I can create here section 2 wise also. Or I can take another example to give better idea about that one is, let me open this again. So here I can say go to h1.html, then go to h2.html. But in h2 you have provide various section or topic, because we give name to each topic as well. In h2 file we give name also for name as a section, then you define name as a section 2, name as a section 3. So now if you open this practice.html file, so look at here, this is go to h1, so it will be moved to h1.html. From h1 you can go to h2 as a section. But if you move to this practice file, so go to h2, so it will be directly moved to h2 file and section 1. Or you can go to section 1 of h2 directly, because you have written that code. To view the code within the browser, you can use shortcut key Ctrl U for Mozilla Firefox. Of course it is a bit different for each browser, but for Firefox you can use Ctrl U. So you can see the HTML code of this file. So here it will be show this name. So this is the bookmark that you can use with this one. That's I have just explained it here, that you can use a name is equal to this, or you can provide H reference is this, and then you provide relative UR by providing hashtag, and within the same URL you can write that way also. Now another good option is table. HTML allows you to create tables. Let me close all this my first notepad file. And I will create new file to give demonstration about table. So I will write opening and closing HTML tag. Then I will write head section, and inside head let me use title, though it is optional, but let me write it here, table demo slash title. Then in the body section let me create one table. So to create a table you can use table tag. To write caption you can use caption tag. Now table has a table row, so for that tr tag is used. To define table column, td is used, or you can use th to define column header. Let me say here I create one table. So opening tag and closing tag for table. Then you can write table row, then table head, name slash table head, and mobile number. This is for example purpose. I write some random number here, and my table row is closed. Let me write another row. Let's say table def is that I provide name. Let's say name is Akhil slash td, and td is mobile number is 98765432110, any dummy number, and closing that my row. Let me write another row, table row td, I write Bhavin slash td to close this table definition. Then again td, and I write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 slash td, and again table row is closed. So save this file as a file, save as, let me create this one as 4 table.html. I just save this one. Let me open this file, open table. So look at here, it is table. As I haven't defined any border here, it will not display it. So let me type table, border is assigned to 2. So this table has a border width is 2 points. So look at here, it will be now defined as a border. So this is the table that you are using. This is the I haven't provide caption. I can provide caption here also. Within the table I can write caption, name and mobile number. Any content is your, but you can write caption for table, and by default it is on the above of your table, so I can write it. So it is say name and mobile number. So this is the table. You can do many things with tables. As I write this caption, you can use table as a alignment also, and anything like, say for example here I write align is equal to, let me write center. So now my table will be aligned to the center of browser. I just refresh this one, so you can see now the table will be aligned to the center of that table. Then table has a border, I have provide that value, and cell spacing and cell padding, two important attributes are here. Cell spacing is actually space between two adjacent cells. Say for example I provide cell spacing is equal to 2, and save this file, and let me run this one. It is, I think, small value, so let me type 5. So I save this one, cell spacing is 5, and run this one. So look at that, name and mobile number, and name Akhil has a space between this cell are 5. And another attribute is cell padding. So cell padding represents the distance of your content or text to the border of cell is cell padding. Say for example, if I write cell padding is equal to, also let me write, let's say 5. It's not necessarily the same, but to give that idea I write here 5. So look at here, the name Akhil, so L ends here, and the distance between from L to the end of that border and the start from A to start of that border, as well as top and bottom. So this is cell padding. Whatever you like, you can use that cell padding, cell spacing, etc. for your table. Width you can also specify, like table. So I can write width is equal to either in percentage or other way 200%. Then the width of my table will be increased. You can verify it by look at here. So it is the 200 point of the size of that one, or you can provide by pixel or width and height also, right? You can write width is equal to, let me write 200 pixel, and height is equal to 300 pixels, or point, not pixel but it is actually point. So I can write it here, so that particular way it will be work. So this is table attribute. We have to consider cell spacing, and then formatting. You can use BG color for any of that one. Say for example, in that row I would like to make formatting. I can write table row BG color is equal to red, right? For this one is red. Then I can write for this table row, I can write, not table row, for table def, let me write BG color is equal to green. So let's check it. You can save this file, you can refresh it, so that row will be red and that particular column is green. So this is, you can use with tr h, and your table row you can also make alignment and BG color, align and V align. So table row I can write V alignments, vertical align is assigned to, let me write center. So this my first row is vertically centrally aligned. Look at here, now I refresh it, so it is vertically aligned center, that it makes no difference. But if I make, or I can write top, because vertically it should be top, middle and bottom. But if I write top, so look at it is now on the top. If I write bottom, it is up to the bottom. So that way you can provide alignment also for your tab. And then this is the example that I have taken, and you can look at how it will be look like. The cell attributes you can use, one is row span and column span. Say for example, look at here, I just copy paste this table to give idea about row span and column span. Let me create new table, and I just need to type here my body and HTML. So this is opening tag, and at last I have to make closing tag. We remember HTML will not display any error in case you forgot anything, but the output is not as desirable. I save this file as a, give that name as a 5 and colspan.html, because it is example of column span. Look at here, I write table border is 2, then I create table row, and then I write table headings, column span is 2. So that particular column is spanned by 2 column, and write admin in it. Then in the next row I will write Anand, right, and its value. Then again I write tr and this value Anand. So I just need to type this value, right? Look at here how it will be look like. I just need to copy paste it properly. So it is tr, then td and td and tr and this one. So I just need to copy paste this one. To show you only demo, I just require to copy this and put it here. So table row, table heading, then table row is closed. Then another table row is this 2 column, then another table row, and this 2 column. So I save this file and let me open it on my browser. So I write file, open file, and column span. So look at it, will display admin and this 2 value. In the same way, you can apply column span. It can be any row or any column. To give the idea, let me open the column span which I already created here, row span demo. I will open with browser. So look at here the column span is here. If you look at the code, so table border is 2, then in table row I create 2 columns, month, fonts, 3 columns, and difference of 2 months. Then in the first row I write only 2 value and I define td row span is 2. So 15 is written. So if you look at the code here, so 15 will be considered as a row span because it will be occupy 2 rows. So this is all about tables. So let's summarize today's session. In today's session, a crash course on HTML, I have considered first about how you can use some special character like to display bold, italic, and underline character. Then we consider how you can use image. Image is a source attribute which is only compulsory attribute required to provide that, and you can provide width and height for particular image. It can be absolute value or relative value. Then we consider how you provide hyperlink using anchor tag, and it require h reference or hyperlink reference attribute as a compulsory attribute. And then I consider how you can use tables. I hope you enjoy that. Thank you.